Your wife just caught you watching with your pants down, lube right next to you, and toilet paper on standby. Oh man, what a scene, right? And now you're kind of staring at her like a deer in headlights. I know. Embarrassing a little bit, right? But you know what? This is actually a good sign because it is about time that you find out what kind of man you are. Don't lie. Don't panic. Don't you crack some weird jokes. Don't you blame it on the algorithm, or do you handle it like a professional? Let's talk about this for a second. If you handle this wrong, you didn't just get caught. You destroy trust, you create disgust, and you make her feel replaced. And you turn your home into a courtroom. It's no fun for either of you. Here's what you do instead. Just trust me on this, please, okay? Just hear me out. Step 1, shut your mouth, breathe, cover yourself, stand up, and just get your head straight for a second. This is what to not say. It's not what it looks like. It just popped up. It's research. Oh, it's normal. Those are all things that you do not want to say, okay? That is coward talk. You say something like this. First, own it. Yeah, you caught me. Or, you know what? I'm not going to lie to you. Or, the best one, and the one I'm going to tell you about, let's talk about it. Then you stop. Let her react. Don't interrupt, don't defend, and don't argue. Step 2, you validate her without begging for anything or over-explaining yourself, because for you, it's a video. For her, it is, oh my gosh, like way bigger than that. It can feel like comparison, humiliation, rejection, and the biggest one of all, betrayal. So instead, you say, I get why that hurts. I totally get why that feels disrespectful. You're not emotional about this. You're not dramatic. You're just taking ownership and allowing her to kind of relax and calm down a little bit. Step 3, you don't defend, you defend the marriage. You say things like this. I'm not doing secrets. I am not living a double life. If we're going to have a sex life, it's going to be real with you, nobody else. That is your leadership. Now listen, a lot of men can ruin this moment because they try to win the argument because you get defensive and you're embarrassed. I get it. You'll say things like, you're overreacting, honey. Oh, all guys do it. Oh, it's not cheating. Give me a break. You can all probably relate to these things. But congrats. Now she thinks that you are weak and dishonest. Because the real issue, let's be real, it's not the screen. It's the secrecy. It's the betrayal energy. That is the real issue. Here's the truth. This is not a conversation. This is a trust conversation and a little bit of vulnerability as well. Trust has one requirement, the truth. So say things like this. Do you want to talk right now about it, or do you need a few minutes? Give her the option. That one sentence does 2 things. It gives her the control, and it shows that you're not scared of the conversation. And here are the 3 men you can choose to become in this entire situation. The first one, the clown. The clown gets caught, and he laughs, he acts cute, he turns it into a joke, starts minimizing it, and then he tries to flirt his way out of it. Then he says, relax, it's not that big of a deal, you're being dramatic. And guess what? She doesn't feel any better. She feels disgusted and annoyed because you just told her that her pain is entertainment. That is not confidence, that is avoidance. Learn the difference. The second type of man you can become is the liar. We all know him, right? The liar gets caught and he denies it. He minimizes it, again, says something like, you're being dramatic, or that's not that big of a deal. And he gets angry because he's embarrassed. And then he says something like this. It's not what you think. It just popped up. I don't even do this. It just popped up. It was just my algorithm. I just had to see it. You know what I'm talking about. Now she's just not mad about now she's questioning your entire character, because if you'll lie to her face about this, what else are you lying about? Now she's watching you. She's checking on you. She doubts you. And guess what? You created that, not her. The third type of man that you can become, the man who leads. The man who leads gets caught, but he owns it. There's no excuses tied behind it. No need to perform an act, and there's no need for manipulation. He just takes the ego hit. He doesn't try to charm his way out. He doesn't flip it on her, and he doesn't turn it into some joke, because it's not some joke. Just be honest. You got caught, and now you're embarrassed, but how you decide to do with that information is totally up to you. He stays calm. He stays solid, and he tells the damn truth. Yeah, you caught me. I'm not going to lie. I mean, it's right here. Proof is in the pudding, right? Or I totally understand why this is hurting you. But then you take the lead. Say things like, we're going to talk about this. Or we're talking about our fantasies. And I'm rebuilding my trust with you with my actions. That man doesn't need to argue. His integrity does the talking. So pick your character. It's one of the three. The moment you get caught, your wife doesn't just see what you were watching. She sees who you are under pressure. Now, after you say those lines, here's what comes next. Pay attention. Because this is where most men still mess it up or miss the mark. They think that the own it is part of the whole solution, but it's not. There's more that comes after that. Owning it is the first step. Now it's your job to rebuild the trust, and that is your mission. And trust me, you're going to have to work damn hard. So here's the next move. Do not push for forgiveness. You just can't. You can't demand that she calms down, because she won't, and that'll make it worse. And you do not disappear into shame and act weird for 3 days. You don't do that. You handle it in the moment. You lead like a man. You say, tonight is not about arguing. Tonight is about clarity. We're going to talk about what's allowed in this marriage, and we're going to talk about what we both want sexually. The fantasies, right? Your guys' kinks. Because the truth is, most people have never had that conversation. They just assumed. And assumptions are how marriages get wrecked. Now we're going to go a little deeper. Buckle up, okay? Hear me out. If you've made it this far, thank you. Why do men watch in a relationship? That's the big question, right? It's usually one of these three things. Stress relief, habit, boredom, maybe some anxiety, some escape, feeling rejected, feeling disconnected, or avoiding a hard conversation. Maybe it's all of those things, but maybe it's just a couple. So you ask yourself, what was I trying to get right now? Or what was I trying to avoid right now? You have to go deep within yourself, because if you can't answer that, you're not in control, buddy. You're coping. So now let's talk about the stressed man. Maybe that's you. Work is hard, life is heavy, and you feel that pressure. So becomes a quick shut-off switch. I understand it. This doesn't make you evil, but it makes you unmanaged. So the fix isn't promise anything harder to her. The fix is train, go to the gym, get into boxing or MMA, make use of that testosterone running through your body and that stress relief. Go move, sleep, fix your nervous system. Stop using your sex drive as an escape hatch. That's the easy way out. You need to have a little bit of self-control here. But let's talk about the rejected man, because that's probably most of you. You initiate, and she shuts you down again and again and again. And eventually you stop trying altogether because it feels humiliating, especially coming from your own wife. So becomes that place you can get relief without risking rejection. And I totally get you. If that's you, don't attack her. Tell the truth. Say to her, I've been feeling rejected. I miss being wanted and desired. I miss us. I miss loving you. And I handled it wrong. Again, tell your feelings, but still own your part. That is real. That is honest. And that can save a marriage, because that's the truth, right? Now let's talk about boundaries. Some couples allow some don't. Some allow it only together. Some consider it cheating. But I go back to saying this, most couples never set any rules. They just assume. So of course it explodes. So you need to say, we need a clear agreement here. No assumptions. What's okay for us and what's not. Simple ground rules for you guys. That brings you closer together. And if is not okay in your marriage, don't negotiate it. Own it and tell her she needs to be your source of all your pleasure, and you'll come to her and only her for that. Then you can say, I broke the agreement. I understand that damages trust, and I'm willing to stop, and I will prove it to you. Prove it not with speeches, but with behavior. Actions speak louder than words. We all know that. But this is what destroys the marriage. half-truths. You admit one piece, then she finds another, then another. And now you look like a liar who only tells the truth when it's cornered by you. You admit one piece, then she finds another, and another, and another. And now you look like a liar who only tells the truth when it's convenient for you or when you're cornered. So if you're going to be honest, be clean, not graphic, but complete. Just be honest, get vulnerable, and talk to your damn wife. Now you have to address what she's thinking, because we all know women like to play movies in our heads, right? A lot of women instantly go to, am I not enough? Am I not attractive? Is he comparing me? Is he bored of me? This is what's going on in her brain, so don't dismiss her. You say, I understand why you would feel that. That's not what I want for you. That was not my intentions. I want you, and I want our sex life to be strong enough that this isn't even a thing. And make her understand your sexual needs. As your wife, that is her job. Now let's flip it. Because if you want to be a pro at this, you don't just confess, you upgrade the marriage. Say the following: I want to be transparent about what turns me on, and I want to know what turns you on. No judgment, no shame, no games, just pure pleasure and being open about it with your partner. But you have to do it the right way. You don't dump your entire brain onto her while she's still hurting and processing this. You have to do this strategically and with control. You say to her, are you open to talking about our desires? If not, we'll pick a time, but we're discussing this. And then she speaks. Don't flinch, don't laugh, and do not shame her. Let her speak. And you just sit there and listen. The fastest way to kill a woman's openness is to punish her honesty or talk over her or over-explain yourself. Now here's the uncomfortable truth. A lot of couples have weak sexual ecosystem. No flirtation, no tension, no buildup, no foreplay, nothing. The same routine, like clockwork, same timing, and the same initiation process. She's getting bored. Then you wonder why the desire dies in the first place. Becomes the cheap substitution for novelty. So your fix isn't just quitting. Your fix is kind of rebuilding the desire between you two. Here's the upgrade plan. Number 1. Bring back the tension. Flirt during the day, not at midnight when you both are dead and tired and want to go to sleep. Number 2, bring back some anticipation. Touch her without it always leading to sex and let her feel wanted without any pressure. Number 3, slow down. Most men rush. This kills desire. Fast. Number 4, debrief. After intimacy or sex, ask these questions. What did you like? What do you want more of? What do you want less of? What fantasies do you have? That is how couples get better, like professionals, not like teenagers. Now, let's revisit the script I want you to use the moment you get caught. Yeah, you caught me. I'm not going to lie. I understand why that hurts, babe. I'm not doing secrets, though. We're talking about this. We're talking about our fantasies, and I'm rebuilding trust with actions. Do you want to talk now, or do you need a minute? That's it. And her reaction will tell you everything you need to know. If she's angry and stays in the conversation, that's a good sign. It means that she still cares and she's open to hearing you. It's all about your tone and your delivery and how you do this. If she's devastated, don't demand quick forgiveness because you're not going to get it. You stay silent and you stay consistent. If she goes cold and contempt shows up, don't escalate it. Stay steady and still rebuild. Because your job is not to win tonight because you've already lost bad. Your job is to protect the marriage. And here's a closer to this video. The man you are is not revealed when life is easy.